Thank you very much, Ima, for that intro. So we'll be going straight to look at selected works of female Nigerian artists and musicians. And what we have there on the slide is a lady we call Mrs. Edna Shenwo. Edna Shenwo is actually a musical asset to this great country called Nigeria. Mrs. Edna Shenwo was born on Sunday, January 7th, 1934. Mrs. Shenwo holds a Bachelor of Arts degree, a postgraduate certificate in education from the University of London, an associate of the Royal College of Music, and a master's in education from the University of North Wales. Our contribution to Nigerian art music. Mrs. Edna Show, affectionately known as Mom C Show or G Mama, as I'm sure is actually a household name for as many that are into serious music here in Nigeria. I must confess that she affected me, if not that. When I first came into Lagos to write my ABRSM in the year 2015, had actually missed the day, and the examiner was to get back to London, I think the following day, all the way from my home state, Calabar. So she was the one that stood in for me and make sure she had to beg the man for me to write my piano grade 5 exam. So I think she is worthy to be exposed, to be uncovered. So Momsi Show has diverse repertoires ranging from traditional pieces such as Ogene Dudu to expressive piano exam pieces like Grandma Bedtime, and also some selected desk-hand pieces. She's very good when it comes to desk-hand pieces. So we are going to showcase one of Momsi Show's work called Ogene Dudu. Suffice me to say that Momsi Show is currently 91 years old. And I can still see her still playing the piano. It's something I really hold with high esteem. So listening to the work Ogene Dudu, when I had a one-on-one contact, a close interview with her, the Ogene Dudu actually is composition actually arose when she said she woke up one morning on Saturday morning when she needs to she should be resting on a Saturday morning, after the work, during the work days, and she needed to rest, but only to wake up to see visitors at the sitting room waiting for her to, and then going to the kitchen, the husband was busy trying to arrange some things for the visitors. And while she was there with the husband was already echoing the melody of Ogene Dudu. So she had no option than to, good enough. I think this can be harmonized, this can be arranged, and this can suit a very good choral presentation. And that was actually the origin of the work Ogene Dudu, and it has a lot of forms and styles in it. I wish we could listen to the end so we could see the application of the secular fifth with the bass, or the background, echoing the movement of secular fifth, and it's actually ended abruptly to show a typical traditional African music. We also have a famous work called Doni. Is actually the tune, the descant to tune O Perfect Love. Tune O Perfect Love, the descant to O Perfect Love is being sung all over the country and even I think West Africa. Even I had a call from from an Indian friend who is actually an organist in India. When he heard the work, he had to call me to sing, the descant to him, asking who composed it. I say it's actually a Nigerian. The lady is actually a Nigerian who actually he was surprised. So these are the kind of things we actually look ahead to uncover to actually show that the female folk are actually erudite scholar when it comes to African art music. So we would go into the next composer, which we will be looking at, is a very renowned a female Nigerian art musician by name Rebecca Omodia. Rebecca Omodia was born in Romania to Romanian mother and a Nigerian father. Having begun to establish profile in native country after graduating from the National Music University in Bucharest, she continued her education in UK at the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire and Trinity College of Music, London. She holds a doctor in music from the National University of Music in Bucharest. So with that, we look at our contribution to the Nigerian and African art music. I think one of our famous contribution to the Nigerian and African art music is the notion and the style of classical African music called African pianism. She is one of the female crusader of that particular style of music. And before I go further, we'll be looking at one of our famous work called Ekele, which is actually a proof to show that she's actually a forerunner and actually also a crusader of that particular mission. Yes, I think we can see the fusion of African traditional melody and rhythm and percussive nature into the Western piano techniques. And I think that is the mission, that is actually the message of African pianism. And she is one of the foremost female crusader of that. And I think her work needs to be uncovered. And she's currently doing a lot. She has been going through different countries in the African continent. I think she's currently in South Africa to host an African concert series. I think these are still part of the message she's still preaching, and she's still trying to make sure she brings into limelight and also spread the news that African music is actually rich, which I think the Western world needs all to imbibe as well too. Thank you.